Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome back, and welcome to my channel. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. We are doing a coffee cup and cards for the sign of Sagittarius, which happens to be my sign. So I will be listening back to this when it is completed. So today is Sunday, June 15th, but whenever you come to this reading, I trust there will be a message here for you. So I have the coffee cup and plate ready to go. Already pulled the oracle cards based on what Spirit wanted me to use for decks. And so we will see and jump right into it. Please remember, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. Hold on. There's a little bit more liquid in there. Okay. This is a general, not a one-to-one, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. Please do give the video a thumbs up, a like. I really appreciate that. I don't have any ads on my channel. I don't make any money from my channel. The only thing I ask is that you please give it a like. And I thank you all for viewing. All right, let's see. Using my beautiful birch tree teacup that I love. Here's a glimpse of what it looks like in there. Already am seeing a phoenix in the bottom of the cup. Love that. Alrighty, so let's see here. Oh, man, I can't get comfortable for some reason. All right, let me see. Oh my gosh. Okay, so right away I see, it might be harder for you to see, but see how this is like sort of like wings? I see what they're giving me is owl, like a huge owl, huge wingspan. I don't know what kind of owl that would be because I'm not familiar. And I'm not well versed in the spiritual meaning of owls. I mean, owls are always thought of as the wise one, the wise owl. Owls are nocturnal. They are birds of prey. They hunt, snakes, mice, small rodents and things like that. Owls are very important because they clear those things up for us humans. Okay, let's see. I'm seeing Mickey Mouse ears. I don't know if some of you are planning to go to Disney. I also see a face that's like, it's like a tree man mask almost. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's, it's like if you were to carve a man's face in tree bark. So I'm seeing that. Tree man. Trees are really important. Trees are really important to me. I love trees. Birches, willows, favorites. All right, so tree man, owl, Mickey ears. It could be Minnie too, Mickey and Minnie. All right, now I'm seeing, okay, so this, man, lots of things coming in. So there's like a figure here and there's a couple things flinging. So it's like throwing caution to the wind is what I'm hearing. And oh my gosh, I just remembered when I was meditating on your energy, I kept hearing the word wind, and then I heard my wind chimes outside going off, and then my Ring camera went off, and it makes a sound like a chime. So, and now I'm hearing that message, throwing caution to the wind. Okay, so, all right, Saggies, what are you up to? What are we doing? Throwing caution to the wind. I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe there's something where you just want to feel lighthearted about it, or you just go like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to try it. Now I'm not saying do anything dangerous, but I'm definitely hearing throwing caution to the wind. And in the cup, it just looks like I don't know how well you could see it. Looks like a person like twirling and flinging things. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Get a very lighthearted feeling about that. Like, oh my God, it's going to be fine. Just do it. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we have here. I see a lobster. That's kind of a Maine thing. But, I mean, I know they have lobster everywhere, but Maine is known for a lobster. Lobsters are crustaceans. They live at the bottom of the ocean. They're bottom feeders, so to speak. So that could be a message not about eating lobster, but it could be a message about watch out who's around you. Are they taking from you? ideas or different things like that. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I wouldn't think of that with lobster. With lobster, I just immediately see a lobster roll. So I've got to listen to see what Spirit wants to say. Okay, next I'm seeing this right here is like a vacuum cleaner or a broom. It's like cleaning things up, cleaning things out, cleaning up, cleaning out, cleaning up, cleaning out. So that could have something to do with the bottom feeder message about watch out who's around you. What are they doing? What are they taking? Obviously not everybody is going to be that, but sometimes we do get people who are takers, and it's very hard because they take our energy, our time, sometimes even our money. So you got to watch out. Okay, let's see. What else? What else do we have here? I see a mermaid on like she's on her back, just floating, swimming along, enjoying the ride, enjoying the ocean. There's a lot of happy feelings in this coffee cup. Mermaids. I mean, what is that all about? What message is that? Being open to the unknown, being open to going with the flow, like throwing caution to the wind. Thank you, Spirit. It's another analogy about how this mermaid is just kind of floating along in the water, not really having a care in the world, kind of living in the moment. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, living in the moment. Throwing caution to the wind for me would be throwing away my list of things to do. I tried that once and it made me very anxious. I am a list maker through and through. And that was very hard. I think like 2 days later, I remade the list because I just couldn't do it. That's a fault. That's a flaw that I have. Okay, let's see. What else do we have in here? What else, Spirit? They're just showing me and reminding me again of that message about cleaning things up, sweeping back. Oh, I see a big, beautiful fan. So what I originally saw in the bottom of the cup as a phoenix, the bottom of the cup has totally morphed. I've dumped the liquid out of this cup twice, and it's still there. So I don't know. Maybe the phoenix wasn't quite the message, or maybe they just wanted to. So what does a fan represent? Oh, I see a unicorn too. So there's a unicorn. There we go again with magical, mystical creatures like a mermaid, a unicorn. They're kind of telling me, believe in the magic, right? So a fan can be used to be mysterious and kind of cover part of our face, right? Just showing the eyes. A fan can represent also Japan or China, some Asian country. They use those fans there. It can also represent just fanning ourselves off, from heat. All right, let's see. Anything else you want to show me here, Spirit? Anything else? All right, so recapping, we have the owl. Now I'm seeing Pegasus. Okay, so there's definitely an emphasis on being lighthearted, whimsical, spiritual, going with the flow, throwing away your list. So then we had the owl, which is the bird of prey, and we had the lobster, which is the bottom feeder. So really think about the people that you are connected with or hanging out with or doing things with, because I really think there's a message there about that. Yeah, the throwing caution to the wind. Okay, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Love it. All right, let's see what's in the plate. Here's the plate, big view there. Okay, Spirit, what do you have? 3 different directions. 3 different directions. Okay. You need to get focused on something. They're giving me the feeling like you're splitting your energy into 3 big things. And so none of them are going to get done properly because you need to focus on one thing or something. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Thank you. One thing at a time. Just kind of trying to feel in if there's another message there. One thing. Oh my God, I'm seeing bagpipe. Oh my God, that's almost a perfect set of bagpipe. Look, do you see that? You see that? This is like the bag of the bagpipes. Then it has 3 pipes coming out from it, and then there's a pipe that the piper blows through in the front. Oh my gosh. Well, my Scottish stepdad just passed away in February, and then his service was in May. He could be dropping by to say hi to me, but if you have any Scottish ties, there's that bagpipe. Maybe some of you are planning to go to Scotland. And now when I hold it up to the camera like that, this looks like an urn, does it not? So could be a message from Dad. All right, let's see what else is in here. Now I'm hearing plaid, plaid, plaid. Plaid, plaid, plaid. What is plaid? Isn't there some sort of a Broadway play that's called Plaid? I don't know. But if some of you have Scottish ties or plaid, maybe somebody's trying to get a message to you as well. They knew that I would be able to, Spirit knows that I would recognize those bagpipes right away. So it's kind of amazing that they can make coffee grounds look like bagpipes. Let's see. All right. Just seeing if there's anything else. Sorry for the quiet, but I have to sometimes concentrate so I can hear the messages. We all need to do that, right? If we don't stop and be quiet, we can't hear anything. Okay. Betty Boop. Do any of you remember Betty Boop? This is what this is reminding me of. She's like a cherub-looking thing. She has like black hair, and that's what that is reminding me of. Yeah, I don't really see anything else in that. Okay, so Scotland, bagpipes, urn, Betty Boop. Interesting. Okay, sorry, I'm just caught off guard by that a little bit. Okay, let's move on, Saggies. It was just 12:21 when I looked at the camera clock a few seconds ago. All right, so using the wisdom of the oracle, the first card out, or the only card out of this deck, let's say, mending, 52. That's a 7. That's reflection. Reflecting back on relationships that maybe need some mending. Forgiveness, making amends, and healing after arguments. Forgiveness, making amends, and healing after arguments. We just had a message like that for the Father's Day message that I did regarding making amends basically before it's too late. Because my father passed away when we were estranged. So that was really sad. Not my stepfather, the one with the bagpipes, my biological father. So really important to try and make amends if you can. It's not always possible. I understand that. Spirit understands that. If you make an effort to mend a relationship, then that is your part, okay? If somebody asks you for forgiveness, you should give it. I'm not saying that you need to be a doormat. I'm not saying that you need to forget, but forgiveness is how we heal. It gives us peace when we forgive, right? So keep that in mind. All right, and then from the main oracle, 9, the right track. A person has earned their ticket. One's ideas are sound. Momentum propels one forward. One is destiny bound. Yeah, so maybe throwing that list away or just throwing caution to the wind and going for it might be a message for you, Saggies. Yay, I like that. 9s are also accomplishment. It's almost there. You're almost there. 10 is completing a cycle, which pairs down to a 1. That's starting a new cycle. So with a 9, you're almost there. And then, oh my gosh, I'm having so many issues staying. My slipper just flew off. All right, then I've never pulled this card before. Whenever I pull a card for the first time, I consider it a very big blessing, a very special, okay? 56, the optimist. That's a Saggy, right? Endeavor to keep one's head in the clouds and feet planted firmly in mid-air. A cheerful outlook, philosophers have found, will deliver a respite from care. This is almost like throwing caution to the wind, right? You're keeping your head in the clouds and your feet in mid-air. That's not being grounded, right? A cheerful outlook, philosophers have found, will deliver a respite from care. So it's like saying, okay, I don't have to worry about this right now, whatever this is for you. I can just put it off. I can take some time out. A little tiny feather just floated down in front of me on the table. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so mending, you're on the right track. You're destiny bound. Keep your head in the air. That's head in the clouds is be whimsical, and we already had that in the cup, right? With the unicorn and the Mickey Mouse ears and the, what was the other thing? Oh my goodness, the mermaid. Jeepers, Lisa, get your head on straight. So yeah, and I love actually how she looks on that card is as if she's meditating and just kind of being, right? We need to sometimes be a human being, not a human doing, okay? All right, so now we're using the Journey to Oz and Wonderland deck. We're going to see what the tarot has to add to this message for you beautiful Saggies. Did the coffee cup, we did some oracle cards, now we're going to do some tarot, see what wants to come out. Cheshire Cat, the Moon, Four of Pentacles. Important to think about what energy you give and what you keep. That goes along with that message about the bottom feeders and the bird of prey, right? Thinking about how much are you giving of yourself and to whom are you giving it. And possibly some change needs to happen there. The Moon can represent Pisces, but it also represents our shadow side, things we don't want to face about ourselves, the kind of the darker part of our personality. But it also it can represent the dreams that we have at night, dreams, right? Not hopes and dreams, but the actual dreaming mind. Thank you, Spirit, for giving me the right words for that. Then you have the Two of Cups. That's choice, that's partnership, that's balance. Then you have the Sun. Oh my gosh. The Sun can represent Leo energy. Even though it's not the Leo card in this deck, the Sun rules Leo. So that can be Leo energy. But it's happiness. Page of Wands. Message trying to get through. Yeah, we need to listen and tune in order to get the message, right? Okay. What is the last card that you would like for my beautiful Saggies? Oh, that was easy. Okay. Whoops. Oh my goodness, Lisa. All right, let's take these in the order in which they came out and see what unfolds. The Moon. Yeah, Cheshire Cat. These cards are so beautiful. Sometimes I just get lost in them because they're just so gorgeous. The Moon. I have to move it so you can see. So, yeah, shadow side of ourselves. The Cheshire Cat wasn't necessarily a very nice personality in The Wizard of Oz, right? Excuse me. Okay, so what are you dreaming about at night? What are the things about yourself that you don't like to face? Or, we need to accept all of ourself, even the shadow side of ourself. It's okay. We live in a dualistic world. We live on a dualistic planet, right? So for me, I'm sometimes can be over talkative. I can be overcritical of myself. I can be too rigid with my list making and having to get things done. So those are some examples of, what the side of me that sometimes I don't like to see. Okay, Four of Pentacles. We talked about this, right? This is the witch's possessions. And, what do you keep and what do you give? This isn't just things. This can be things. It can be things. It can be money. It can be time, energy. Do you have some people that are just sucking you dry? They're constantly wanting your attention. Sometimes with our side business, the carpentry business, we have customers that you just make the appointment, you go and you do the job. We have other customers that will email 10 or 15 times before the appointment. And that's very draining. Those aren't the customers I like to keep, by the way. And then we have this Two of Cups. One cup is leaking and one is not, right? Two of Cups. Twos, balance and choice. This can also be a partnership card. You could be partnering up with somebody for business, for an event, to do something fun. I'm seeing they're showing me the energy of getting tickets to go see a play or a concert or something. So Saggies, maybe you have that coming up. Maybe you. Oh my gosh, this new setup. I'm always trying to change this table around or the camera placement or whatever. And ever since I moved this here, I always knock that end card off. So I may have to redo it again to find the best spot. But Saggies, if you do have tickets to go somewhere with someone, I would love to know about it. I mean, I always love comments. I read every comment. I reply to every comment. It's just, you all keep me going. You all keep me doing this with your views, your likes, and your comments. I appreciate it. So, yeah, partnership coming up. And that could be, what do you keep and what do you give away? Do you have a partner that is very needy and always, wanting you to do things for them? By partner, I don't mean spouse. I'm talking about, in business or at work, something like that, or friendship. Do you have a friend that's just constantly, can you do this? Can you help me with that? Blah, blah, blah. And then you're just depleted sometimes. And sometimes, even though we love a friend like that, when they ask us to do things over and over and over and over again, sometimes it does wear a little bit. So just be mindful of that and make sure you're honest, right? If you can't do it or it's going to be difficult, it's okay to say no. They're still going to love you. And if they don't, then you don't need that friend. Okay. The sun. Look at this card. Isn't that gorgeous? Look. It's all different types of flowers with sunlight coming right down through. Every color, every face is different. The garden of lively flowers. The sun. This is a card of real happiness. When you're in the sun, you feel good about everything. Even if things aren't perfect. When you're in the sun, when it's a sunny day, you feel so good. And this is card number 19, which is a 10, actually. Is that right? Yeah, card 19. So this is a 10. It boils down to a 10. 1 and 9 is 10. So that means you're getting close to the end of a cycle. Feeling really good about things. Appreciating the beautiful sunlight, right? Messages like that. Could also be Leo, as I said. And then you have the Page of Wands. Okay, pages are messengers. They can be innocent, like children, learning something new, something like that. This is Scraps the Patchwork Girl. I don't know which one this is from. The Wizard of Oz has a lot of books. I have read them all, but I don't remember the whole story. The story is quite involved. If you've only read or only know about the Wizard of Oz, you should check out the entire series. Okay, but the Page of Wands is definitely a messenger. Typically, the Page of Wands has those two cardinals there. So messages are trying to get through from your ancestors, from your guides. So you need to tune in. Okay? There could be something new coming up that you're not 100% familiar with. But wands are action and passion. Wands are action and passion. Maybe something that you need to get out and do, go and do. Like those first cards are saying, you're on the right track, right? But you'll have to see how it resonates for you. And then you have the Four of Wands. So ending with a couple of wands, action and passion. Four of Wands is typically the happy family. It's sometimes called the 1111 card. In this one, it's the spires that form that. In other cards, it's four wands planted in the ground with a family in it. This has lots of happy children. This is Munchkin country. And everybody is just happy, happy, happy. The card is absolutely beautiful. So your action and passion making you happy, right? The action and passion of happiness. Happy family, happy friendships, happy, happy, happy. It's a beautiful card to end that reading on. Four of Wands, very happy. Your action and passions are making you happy, bringing you happiness, Saggies. Remember the ancestor messages trying to get through. The sun, I mean, to have the sun and the Four of Wands, you know, together is just a beautiful thing. You just have to remember with that Four of Pentacles to know to set boundaries about what you give of yourself. Okay, Sag? Yeah. Just keep that in mind. Oh my gosh, flipped right out. Action. What were we just saying? We were just talking about that, right? Just saying action and passion with the wands. And the card out from the Magical Times by Jody Bergsma is action. And there's Pegasus. Again, going back. And remember, I saw Pegasus and the mermaids and all those things, those mystical creatures, mystical, magical, telling you to keep magic in your life, right? Stop hesitating. Movement creates the magic. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Nothing can hold you back, Saggies. Oh my goodness. What a way to close out that reading with that action Pegasus magical card. You're on the right track. You saw that with this card here, on the right track. Mend fences if you can, right? But not to your detriment. Forgiveness is the key. Being the optimist, taking time to just float in your energy. And then that moon card, remembering that all of us have flaws and faults and things we don't like to see about ourselves, but acknowledging those helps us move forward in a more honest way, right? No energy vampires, no bottom feeders, no birds of prey around you. You need to make the choice to get rid of those. All right, Saggies, I truly hope this has helped. Please, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.